Social class mobility is defined as the movement of people along different economic strata in the society. An upward social class mobility is clearly seen in India. Meet Mr. Raju. In 1995, he was a junior level employee in an Indian firm. The offices were quite minimalistic in nature, with no interest shown towards infrastructure like furniture and overall work environment. Raju's beginnings were very humble. He was born to a low income household. His house, like many other Indians, was poorly furnished with whatever little furniture from a local carpenter. Local carpenters were throughout India, and the unorganized market accounted for over 95%. Raju rarely ate out at hotels. Most hotels were expensive for most, in spite of having extremely basic infrastructure. He used to go from one shop to another, which were very small in size, to buy things with a big focus on the price. It is these small shops, tiny houses, and space crunched offices that formed a typical Indian locality. Raju changed employers and now worked in an MNC. The MNC gave him an opportunity to work in the US, where he was exposed to the culture of the West. And yes, he did get richer. His friends too got richer by working in other MNCs in India. After 20 years, he returned to India only to be alarmed to see how the country had changed. The tiny houses were replaced by big apartments, the design and the architecture being influenced by the confluence of thoughts of the developed countries and the contemporary Indian tastes. The interior furnishing industry is no wonder a flourishing one, with many customers like Raju looking to buy branded furnishings, placing a higher importance on quality and convenience and slightly lesser on the price. Yes, he spends a lot more time now at office, and this has been the country wide trend. It is no wonder that companies have realized the need to have a stimulating work environment with modern infrastructure which is both functional as well as aesthetic. Raju now believes that shopping should be an experience like many other Indians and has therefore been responsible for bringing about the retail revolution. Huge shopping malls with eye catchy interiors have mushroomed in many Indian cities, and it is far from saturated. His dining experience is no different either. Hotels in India have made the term ambience more popular than it has ever been. The attractive interiors complement the food. It is now the skyscrapers, the humongous shopping malls, and the big restaurants occupying the hustling and bustling lives of Indians like Raju. Thus, while helping these corporates, builders, hoteliers, retailers, and Raju himself in designing and decorating the interiors, it is absolutely essential to understand that the preferences of a Raju in an India are very different from those of a Wei of China, which are in turn very different from those of Abdul in Dubai. Raju likes the interiors of his home to have more period detailing, while Wei likes it to be simple, while Abdul likes it to be more traditional and luxurious. Moreover, owing to huge cultural and geographical diversity in India, the preferences of people in the major metros in India are itself very different. Thus, understanding these diverse requirements could be quite an overwhelming undertaking. However, the local unorganized sector in India very well understands these requirements and preferences. Raju and the big corporate entities, however, are skeptical to contract these local players for interior designs. They are just not convinced about the quality and services of these players. Raju too is more brand conscious and would rather spend more on quality and services of these players. Thus, SG Enterprises would do well to actually collaborate with these local players to understand these preferences and serve the needs. And since Raju is more aspirational now, he demands utmost convenience while shopping. Thus, technology investment to give Raju the requisite tools to foresee how various designs would actually fit into his home are required. A tablet application like the one used by Dulux is a nice application that would allow Raju to take pictures and virtually see different designs. Some of these technology solutions are already in use. Thus, SG's brand, coupled with preferred designs, suitable technology toolkit, and a complete decor solution, is exactly what Raju is looking for. With a huge appetite for consumption of premium branded goods, the modern Indian is a prized customer for any international brand like SJ Enterprises. The stupendous growth rates of the housing sector, retail sector, and hospitality sector are a great surrogate variable that shows this demand on a macro level. It is important that SG Enterprises be present in India to take advantage of this growth wave. To be part of the growth story, however, SG Enterprises needs to understand the customer and the local business environment. The customer segments that SG should be focusing are the hospitality, retail, and premium apartment builders and owners. For each of them, the customer acquisition process follows a different route, and SG needs to build good relations with the concerned stakeholders to do business. Of the three target customer segments, the retail sector is the most attractive, followed by the premium housing sector and then by the hospitality sector. This conclusion is made based on their expected growth rates. Amongst the product segments, home textiles would be the highest earning segment, and in the other two target sectors, wall covering and carpets would be the most in demand. The target customer is tech savvy, urban, and one who appreciates a mix of Indian contemporary and Western designs. He is brand conscious, expects great customer service and convenience for which he is willing to pay more money. Apart from the focus on wallpapers, especially for the B2B segment, the way to reach the Indian household population could be through home textiles, which would help in brand building and setting a strong foothold in India, and will gradually help with the sales of other products like wallpapers. Since home decor is a very personalized experience, it is important to understand the cultural differences with respect to customer preferences. Collaboration of international and local Indian designers will help address the same. Even within the country, the design and material preferences could be different, as it is usually warmer in northern parts of the country than in the south. SG Enterprises needs to look at the capabilities and expertise it needs to develop, the desired distribution channels, marketing strategies, and human resource composition to succeed. To conclude, this small story of Raju is just a reflection of how the changing Indian diaspora is. We believe we have already reached the inflection point and the market is absolutely ripe for international brands to not only sell interior decor products but like wallpapers, fabrics, etc. in India, but also look at India as one of the manufacturing centers. With the interior decor segment touching year on year growth of 60%, of which a substantial part is occupied by the unorganized sector, there are immense growth opportunities. However, SG will have to be patient. administration, and bureaucracy issues could be overwhelming at times, and people too will exhibit some inertia in moving away from the unorganized to organized market participants. But a strong foundation comprising of strong brand building exercises coupled with efficient supply chain management will ensure tremendous future growth. Moreover, the experience of settling and operating in a country as diverse as India will help SG build competency and capability to start operations in other emerging economies. SG should very much be a part of this India's growth story. Thank you.